Welcome to our YouTube channel, Echoes of History. P. The Industrial Revolution, the age that changed the world. P. The Industrial Revolution was more than a period of technological advancement. It was the spark that ignited the modern world. Beginning in Britain in the late 18th century, this movement transformed societies, economies, and human lives in ways never seen before. It was an age of invention, ambition, and upheaval, a revolution not fought with swords and soldiers, but with steam, steel, and human ingenuity. P. The birthplace of change. P. Why did it begin in Britain? The answer lies in a unique blend of resources and opportunity. Britain was rich in coal and iron, two vital ingredients for industry. Its colonies provided raw materials like cotton, and its powerful navy ensured global trade routes remained open. At the same time, political stability and a growing banking system encouraged investment. Together, these forces created the perfect storm for innovation. Machines that moved the world. The heart of the revolution was technology. One invention after another reshaped industries and daily life. James Watt's improvements to the steam engine in the 1770s powered factories, trains, and ships. The spinning jenny and power loom revolutionized textile production, allowing cloth to be made faster and cheaper. Iron smelting techniques improved, and soon railroads began to crisscross the landscape, carrying coal, goods, and people at unprecedented speeds. For the first time in history, humans harnessed machines to do the work of thousands of hands. Factories rose like cathedrals of industry, their tall chimneys pumping smoke into the skies. The sight of gears, pistons, and steam became symbols of a new age, an age of progress, but also of disruption. A changing society. The Industrial Revolution was not just about machines. It was about people. Millions left rural villages for growing cities, trading farm life for factory work. Cities like Manchester and Birmingham became booming industrial centers, filled with opportunity, but also overcrowding, pollution, and disease. Families lived in cramped tenements, while children as young as 6 worked long hours in hazardous conditions. This harsh reality fueled debates about workers' rights and the role of government. Reformers demanded better labor laws, shorter hours, and safer workplaces. Slowly, change came. Unions were formed, and new legislation sought to protect workers. The revolution, while painful, laid the foundation for modern labor rights and the idea that progress should not come at the cost of human dignity. Global ripples. The revolution did not remain in Britain. Its impact spread across Europe, the United States, and eventually the entire world. Nations raced to industrialize, understanding that factories and railways were the keys to power and wealth. This race also fueled imperialism, as industrial nations sought raw materials and markets for their goods, reshaping global politics. With industrialization came massive changes in communication and transport. The telegraph shrank the world into a network of instant messages, while railroads and steamships connected continents. Trade flourished, migration increased, and cultures collided in ways never before possible. The double-edged sword of progress. The Industrial Revolution was a paradox. On one hand, it improved living standards over time. Goods became cheaper, diets improved, and life expectancy slowly rose. On the other hand, it created deep inequalities. Wealth was concentrated in the hands of factory owners and industrialists, while the working poor struggled to survive. Environmental damage was another dark legacy. Smoke filled the skies, rivers turned black with pollution, and forests were stripped to feed machines. The world was entering an age of growth, but also an age of ecological strain, an issue humanity continues to grapple with today. The legacy. Today we still live in the shadow of the Industrial Revolution. Every factory, every highway, every skyscraper owes its existence to that era of invention and transformation. The technologies born then laid the groundwork for electricity, the automobile, the airplane, and even the digital world we live in now. But perhaps its greatest legacy is the lesson it teaches, that innovation has the power to reshape everything. It can lift societies into new heights of prosperity, but it also carries risks that must be carefully managed. The Industrial Revolution was both a triumph and a warning, a reminder that progress must always be balanced with responsibility. Conclusion. The Industrial Revolution was one of the most powerful turning points in human history. It transformed not only industries and economies, but also the way people lived, worked, and thought about the world. It was an era of ambition and conflict, of progress and pain, of invention and inequality. In its smoke and steam, humanity glimpsed its own potential and its own peril. Even today, when we ride a train, switch on a machine, or send a message across the globe, we are echoing the footsteps of that extraordinary age. The Industrial Revolution was not just history, it was the birth of the modern world.